Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now I will show you how to design emergency water supply system using handheld GPS without having or requiring specialized equipment, survey equipment like total station and the labeling. We can design the pipe network within short days of time. Let us start. I have hand sketch, hand sketch pipe layout that done using the data collected by hand GPS. This is the network. This is the water source point data collected by GPS. This is when you check the alignment to the settlement. Maybe the route is not appropriate to go straight from source to the settlement. Therefore, let us assume one bend, and we can take the data of this bend. And finally, the third point is the settlement area. Settlement area where we planned to give water for the committee using one or two water points. Assume that we plan to use Google Earth. Therefore, when you collect data using GPS, make the data the format of the GPS to WGS84. Then you can use directly the Google Earth platform. Let us assume and take notes. As you see from the note, only 3 points: source data, pen data, and water point data is taken. Only data is taken using the hand GPS during site visit. Survey equipment, total station labeling is not mandatory because you do not need to make surveying of this total length, which takes 2 to 3 weeks. And hard area, it's complex area. Therefore, we can use the handheld GPS. And another assumption is water source is a spring. Source location elevation at higher elevation than the settlement location. This implies we can use gravity system. Simple. The second is the coordinate data is UTM 37 WGS 84. This is better to use Google Earth. Only one or two water points are proposed. Okay, let's to put these 3 pointers coordinate on the Google Earth. As you can see, I can go back to starting point. Here we can put, by clicking this icon, we can put the data collected from the site or the water source. We can enter here as data. Then we can name it here, water source. Then you make okay. Okay, this entitled water point will become to here and with the naming of water source. Similarly, we can put the bin data, the coordinate data in this format. Then we say okay, we'll get this point. In the same way, we can put the water point data, this one, water point coordinate data on this format, and then you can name it to water point, then you'll get this point. Finally, before going into water card, because importing this data to WaterCard and designing of the pipe size. Designing the pipe size, we have to check whether there is or no a peak point along these lines, because if there is peak points above the water source, or some peak which has a difficulty for the hydraulic analysis, we have to check the profile property between the water source and the water point. Then we can collect that peak point and take it into to the water card. Then the analysis will be okay. Let us check the profile of this pipeline from water source to the water point using the Google Earth. As you see, from water source to the bend, here's the bend, profile of the bend is here. When you go to the water point, there's a big point which is greater than the source here. The point which is greater than the water source and greater than the settlement point or water point. Therefore, we can't deliver water using gravity system. Therefore, we have to use surface pump. Since our torso is a spring, we can use surface pump and we can deliver water to the community or to the settlement area. But don't forget taking elevation of one source, at least source 1, and the big point here, this point here, around here, this big point 2, and another point 3. This 3 point is mandatory for the hydraulic analysis to be free from the negative pressure. There, finally, you can take the data into WaterCard and you can design the water supply, the material supply within a short period of time and without requiring sophisticated or higher surveying equipment like total station and leveling. Thank you for your attendance.